Hey y'all, and welcome to Politibrawl. My name is Brian, and this right here is your reminder that Donald Trump does indeed know how to be presidential.
We are working to finally end America's longest war and bring our troops back home. War places a heavy burden on our nation's extraordinary military families, especially spouses like Amy Williams from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and her two children, 6-year-old Eliana and 3-year-old Rowan. Amy works full-time and volunteers countless hours helping other military families. For the past 7 months, she has done it all while her husband, Sergeant First Class Townsend Williams, is in Afghanistan on his 4th deployment in the Middle East. Amy's kids haven't seen their father's face in many months. Amy, your family's sacrifice makes it possible for all of our families to live in safety and in peace, and we want to thank you. Thank you, Amy.
The sacrifices that she has made as a mother and as a wife are just a heartbreaking thing that I cannot wrap my mind around. But folks, it's going to get a lot better here in just a moment when Trump makes a surprise announcement.
But Amy, there is one more thing. Tonight we have a very special surprise. I am thrilled to inform you that your husband is back from deployment. He is here with us tonight, and we couldn't keep him waiting any longer.
This is how a president is supposed to act. And you notice Melania is getting in on the action, showing her support. And you even saw Rush Limbaugh out there shaking hands. This is how we are supposed to be treating our veterans. Not like the way we did in Vietnam, not like the way we do with the VA. Hey y'all, as we know, you don't put all your eggs into one basket, right? So that's why I'm partnering over with my friends at Colonial Metals Group, who will help diversify your portfolio. And what they'll do is they'll set up for you a self-directed IRA account. You'll have direct access to your assets, you'll be able to see what all's going on, and it doesn't matter what the stock market does, or what often happens, what the government does, your assets will be protected. So let the team of experts over at Colonial Metals Group help secure your account and your family's future today. There's a link in the description below. Oh, and by the way, if you don't like that, there's a 1-800 number you can call. And most importantly though, is the kicker. They'll throw in a safe and possibly up to $10,000 in US silver to help you get things started. Now, back to regularly scheduled programming. Y'all, this should be a heartwarming video. This should be the best part of your day. Seeing a family get to reunite because a man got to return from combat and serving our country overseas. This should be an incredibly happy moment. But folks, there's something about me that makes me incredibly disheartened, and it's one simple thing. Did you notice Nancy Pelosi only stood up once? Only clapped one time? Did you notice that when everyone was chanting USA, and by everyone I really mean about half the group. If you'll go back and look at this, you'll notice that a huge chunk is sitting down, staying silent. That's because the Democrats have lost all sense of traditional patriotism. They hate it. It disgusts them for some insipid reason that I can't fully even wrap my mind around. As a matter of fact, the only way they can show their patriotism is by supporting Ukraine and turning a blind eye to the ills of illegal immigration. It's a mind virus, for lack of a better word. What the Democrats have en masse is two things. A mind virus that says that we can't give credit where credit is due. They couldn't even chant for and root for their country because a man got to reunite with his family who had been serving in our military. I thought about flying off the handle for this, but that'd be manufactured. That ain't fair. That's not a real reaction. Truth is, this is a cold bitterness. This is something that makes me mad, but I can keep a lid on this. Because if you can't show patriotism in a high time like this, when you have the best of our country being brought to the forefront, if you can't be patriotic during that, if you can't stand during that, if you can't clap during a moment like this, you don't need to be representing anyone in the United States. You don't need to be running for office. If you can't show a modicum of patriotism here, at what should be the pinnacle, a State of the Union address, a father returning to his family after serving the United States military. If you cannot be patriotic during those moments, then you've lost the plot and someone else needs to replace you. That's where the Democrats are at, and it breaks my heart. This should be the best part of your day, but it's not. It's a reminder of how far a party has fallen, and it's a reminder of how broken we are as a country. Y'all, that's all I got for you today. Sorry for putting you in a bad mood, but that's why I give you the reactions I do. I want to be true. I want to be authentic to you. That's the whole point and purpose. So y'all, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy the next segment. Catch you then, and until then, y'all have a good one.